Yo, what's good, fam? OMG, it's your boy TYT, and I'm back with another video. Just like that, guys. Man, I hope y'all like the view of this camera. I'm switching up cameras, man. I used to use a mirrorless camera, and then I switched over to just a regular vlogging camera. But now I'm using my Action 4 Osmo DJI. So hopefully this works out, and I mean the quality of the videos is a little bit better. I know I like the quality of these cameras, so that's why I'm using it here. But anyway, let me get all right. So man, today I'm gonna be talking about my Aretha Franklin records, what I have in my collection, guys. And I didn't put them in no particular order or nothing like that. I kind of just had them, you know, in an order that I listened to them. So here we go. Now, of course, Aretha, Detroit native, just, the queen of soul. Now, Aretha Franklin, she did many different types of music other than just soul, R&B, and stuff that she's known for. She started out, doing that type of music, but also jazz and, this album here, what is Amazing Grace? No, Young, Black, and Gifted, guys. I really, okay, this is Young Aretha, guys. I kind of remember this, you know, man, it's been like months since I listened to these records, guys. And I did a video before this one, and that's been about a few weeks. So bear with me. But Young, Black, and Gifted, Young, Gifted, and Black. And man, I love this album, guys. Like, it's like some songs on here, like what comes to my mind is Daydreaming. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Like, this song has been sampled so many times. Another one that I could think of right off my head is Rocksteady. Rocksteady, babe. Rocksteady. Pretty good album. Like, I liked a lot of her early albums that I listened to. So Young, Black, and Gifted. I'm not gonna go into too much detail with the records simply because I haven't listened to them in a while. And I'm just going over my collection, guys. I remember when I bought this record, guys. It's You. The album is You. And Young Aretha, y'all see her in a, you know, suit or whatever, sitting there looking fine as ever. Hey, I'm going to say it, I mean, I bought this record in the thrift store of all places. Like, it was this one thrift store that I went to in Arizona, and I got a lot of records that I haven't seen at the record store, and this is one of them. Now I see this one a lot. But that's You. I like this album too. A lot of these album, like, they just pioneering type stuff. Okay, but then we got another Young Aretha, Passion. Another dope album. Like I've been saying, like a lot of these earlier ones, like I really, 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 really liked. She got her hair all up in the bun there, guys. You know, I really enjoyed this album, and just from the looks of this sticker here, I bought that at Uncle Aldo's record shop. I already know, but can't really remember offhand. But break it to me gently. When I think about you, what I did for love, a tender touch, touch me up, Sunshine Will Never Be the Same, and Meadows of Springtime. So that's this one. I know that I enjoyed this album too. A lot of these records, when I was listening to them, I was cleaning up and stuff, and I was just jamming out, guys. Too bad I can't get it back into the plastic. Sweet Passion, guys. And then, like I said, different styles of music. I think this is more like jazz type of music. Aretha Franklin, yeah. But this was a in person, so this was a live album. All these songs were done live, and I know I remember this album. It was like some song, like yeah, Muddy Water. Yeah, I remember like some of the lyrics in there. I'm just like, what, huh? You know, but yeah, I remember this album. This was dope. Like it was in person with a quartet. Like I really, 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 really enjoyed this one. Aretha Franklin, yeah. But then it's this one, Aretha Franklin, Legacy, The Legacy, Queen of Soul. This is like this is like her earliest, this is like an early greatest hits, basically, album. You know, it has like a lot of her early hits. You Made Me Love You, Nobody Like You, Rough Lover, Lee Cross, Running Out of Fools, Won't Be Long Until You Were Gone, Blue Holiday, I'll Keep On Smiling. So a lot of those songs. This a double album. I mean a double record. So 4 sides to it. You know, another one that I kind of like enjoyed. But then I hope I got my noise cancellation on because Ray's bumping the Stevie in there, and I hope I'm not catching too much of it. But not so much, not so early Aretha. I think this one is like late 70s. But Love All the Hurt Away. Love All the Hurt Away. Now, this is, I really enjoyed this one too. I really, really, really enjoyed this one. Hold On, I'm Coming. Oh, so yeah, she redid the Sam and Dave, Hold On, I'm Coming. you know, on some of these albums, like some of these songs that are like remakes, but a lot of artists in those days, covered other songs. But It's My Turn, There's a Star for Everyone, Search On, Truth and Honesty, You Can't Always Get What You Want, Kind of Man, Living in the Streets, and then Love All the Hurt Away, the title song with George Benson, and A Whole Lot of Me. So yeah, this was late 70s, guys. No, 1981. 1981. 1981. I'm gonna learn someday to either get this magnifying glass or put my glasses on, because I can't see the fine print anymore. I used I used to have really, really good eyesight, but now not so much when it comes to reading these records and stuff. But okay, Aretha Franklin, Amazing Grace. This one I really didn't enjoy too much. I think this was like a lot of like church like songs. Yeah, there's a lot of church songs. So I didn't play that long, man. When I'm in music mode, like the gospel and stuff like that. Like I like gospel music. Oh, this is with Ja- James Cleveland and the Southern California Community Choir. So yeah, but I didn't listen to this whole thing. I probably listened to the first couple of songs and I was good on that. All right. Next, we're going to go to Lady Soul, guys. Lady Soul. You know, this is probably another like greatest hit album. You know, Chain of Fools, Money Won't Change You, People Get Ready, Nikki Hokey, you made you made me feel like a natural woman. You made me feel like a natural woman. You know that, y'all know that song. Since You've Been Gone, uh, good to be. I mean, good to me as I am to you. Come back, baby, grooving and ain't no way. So, Lady Soul. I think this is like a blues. It says 1967 saw the greatest emergence of blues in recent pop music history. It was the year in which, so, I think she just covered some blues songs and stuff like that. But another Aretha Franklin album in the collection, nonetheless. I mean, these are not record reviews, guys. This is just the records that I have in my collection. But another album that I liked, just because, I remember these songs coming up as a kid. Like, this is the type of stuff that was playing when I was a kid. Uh, Jimmy Lee, I Knew You Were Waiting for Me, a duet with George Michael. So this is like from the mid 80s. Um, yeah, but, you know, Aretha, I don't know the name of the album, but it's probably just Aretha. But yeah, I'm not gonna look at it, but in the 80s, like a lot of her albums didn't have Aretha Franklin, it just had Aretha on it, you know. Just like this one, Jump to It. Jump, jump, jump to it. Jump, jump, jump to it. I think like she got a couple of songs that was on the soundtrack on here. But this is I think this is either the first album that was produced by Luther Vandross or one of the first ones. But Jump to It, you can kind of hear Luther Vandross in that title song, Jump to It too. You know, then we have Aretha, All Right. This is another one that was produced by Luther Vandross, yes. But I did not like this one. I wasn't too much of a fan of this album. I already knew it, you know what I'm saying? Get It Right is the name of it. But I wasn't a fan of this one, guys. But then I have Aretha Almighty, you know, from the 70s. She was on Columbia and Atlantic. I think she started out on Columbia. But I can't see the year. I need to put my glasses on, guys. But Almighty Fire. I know I kind of like this one. But then the last one, guys. Another one produced by Luther Vandross, right? Let's see. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But Aretha Franklin, what's the name of the album, guys? What's the name of it? But anyway, it has United Together on there, School Days, Whenever It Is, Together Again, Take Me With You, What a Fool Believes, Come to Me, so I'm not sure how I felt about this one, you know, but it is what it is, man. I just told myself that everything that I have right here, I'm either going to listen to it or I'm going to get rid of it, and I've listened to every one of my Aretha Franklin albums. I've been getting down on Natalie Cole. I'm a huge Natalie Cole fan, and I've listened to basically all of her albums that I have. So, you know, I'm gonna get through them, man. But I think like a lot of my newer stuff, I'm gonna end up trying to sell just because, like, I mean, it's nice to collect records, guys, and have a nice collection of things, but a lot of my stuff just sits here and don't get used, guys. And I'm just coming to a point in my life where, you know, like I'm a collector, but I don't have to have everything and I don't have to keep everything. But but with that being said, I'm gonna continue to listen to everything that I have now. I don't really do too much record shopping anymore, just for that fact. And if it is something that I see in the record store, I have to really like want to hear it and listen to it. You know what I mean? But man, I hope y'all liked the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Another digging in my collection, Aretha Franklin, guys. Catch y'all in the next one.